Have you ever felt worn out from pushing, striving, and fighting for every goal, only to feel further from true peace? What if I told you there's another way to find success without the struggle? In Taoism, there's an idea known as Wu Wei, or effortless success. It's the ancient art of achieving your goals by going with the natural flow of life, rather than constantly battling against it. Imagine this. Life is like a vast river. Most of us are taught to swim against the current, to force our way forward, believing that effort is the only path to success. But Taoism teaches the opposite, that we achieve more when we let the river carry us. Wu Wei isn't about doing nothing. It's about learning how to move with life rather than against it. It's not about laziness, but about aligning ourselves with the natural flow to reach our goals with ease. In Taoist philosophy, success doesn't mean fighting the world to conquer it. Success is about harmony, a kind of balance where we accomplish things with minimal effort in a state of calm focus. Wu Wei is action without force, like a leaf floating effortlessly on a river's surface. The leaf isn't lazy, it's simply allowing the river to carry it along its path. Think about a time when you felt in the zone. Moments when things just seemed to click. Maybe you were working on a project, creating something, or even playing a sport. You weren't forcing yourself, you were absorbed, and everything felt almost effortless. This state of flow is what Wu Wei feels like, and it's something we can experience in our everyday lives when we stop trying to control everything. In Taoism, there's a story about the bamboo tree that perfectly illustrates Wu Wei. Bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants, but it doesn't fight its surroundings. It's strong yet flexible, bending with the wind but never breaking. Its roots dig deep into the earth, allowing it to withstand even the harshest storms. Bamboo's growth is swift and sure, but it never forces itself. It grows in harmony with its environment, adapting, bending, and thriving by aligning with nature's rhythms. This is Wu Wei, growing and achieving without strain, allowing life to support us as we follow our natural path. But how does Wu Wei work in real life? Let's say you're working on a project, but the more you try to force a solution, the more frustrated you feel. Taoism teaches us to step back in these moments, to let go of the need to control every detail. By allowing our minds to relax, we often find that solutions appear naturally. Just like the bamboo that doesn't resist the wind, we too can allow our minds to bend and flow, trusting that clarity will come. This principle also applies to our relationships. Imagine someone trying to control a friendship or change a loved one's behavior. It creates tension, doesn't it? But when we accept others as they are, letting go of rigid expectations, our relationships often improve. Taoism reminds us that people, like rivers, flow best when allowed to be their true selves. By respecting each other's natural rhythms, we create stronger, more harmonious connections. One of the biggest misunderstandings about Wu Wei is the idea of doing nothing. But Wu Wei is actually about letting go of unnecessary control. Think about a tree in a forest. The tree grows tall and strong, but it doesn't struggle to be the tallest tree or worry about the sunlight reaching it. Instead, it grows in its own time, allowing nature to guide its path. Taoism encourages us to live like this tree, growing without competing, thriving without forcing. When we stop trying to control every outcome, life often surprises us. In Wu Wei, we release our grip on the result, focusing instead on the process, on being fully present in each moment. Ironically, when we let go of the need to achieve, we often find that success comes naturally, like a tree growing under the sun's warmth. A core principle of Wu Wei is self-acceptance. In Taoism, inner peace and outer success are deeply connected to being true to ourselves. When we stop forcing ourselves to be someone we're not, we discover that life opens up to us. Growth doesn't have to be a constant uphill battle. Instead, It can be a gentle unfolding, like a flower blooming in its own time. Just as a river doesn't try to be anything other than a river, we don't need to try to be anyone other than ourselves. The more we accept who we are, the less effort we need to succeed. When we're not constantly fighting ourselves, we become more relaxed, resilient, and open to the opportunities around us. Success flows from self-acceptance, from working with our true nature rather than struggling to be something we're not. So, how can we practice Wu Wei? Start by noticing the moments in your life where you're trying too hard. Are you fighting against yourself, against others, or against life itself? Ask yourself, what would happen if I let go of this need to control? Wu Wei doesn't mean abandoning goals. It means approaching them from a place of calm, trust, and balance. In a world that values constant action, Wu Wei can feel revolutionary. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is to step back and allow life to unfold as it's meant to. When we stop pushing, we find that life supports us in ways we hadn't imagined. As strange as it sounds, the Taoist way of success teaches us that the less we try to control, the more naturally things seem to fall into place. Imagine a fisherman casting his net calmly and patiently into a river, trusting that fish will come. He doesn't splash wildly or fight the water. He simply waits, allowing the river's natural rhythm to bring what he needs. This quiet confidence, this trust in the flow, is Wu Wei in action. If this philosophy resonates with you, maybe it's time to stop fighting so hard and let life flow a little more. Start by letting go, by trusting that things will happen as they're meant to. You may find that when you allow life to carry you, true success feels more like joy and less like struggle. If you enjoyed this journey into Wu Wei, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with friends who could use a little more peace and ease in their lives. Let's embrace the Taoist way of effortless success together and let life carry us toward true inner calm. Remember, each step you take can be a gentle one, moving with the flow of life. Until next time, may you find peace in the journey and strength in letting go.